What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. Want to get into some news that came out today, and I also want to get into the game last night. Some players that I really didn't mention or I really didn't harp on or give enough credit to, right? So I want to break that down for you guys. But let's get into La'el Collins getting suspended for 5 games. Will be docked 5 paychecks, guys. He will miss the Chargers, the Eagles, the Panthers, the Giants, and the Patriots game. He will be able to return October 31st at the Vikings, okay? He's not coming back till Halloween, guys. Yikes, right? So, La'el Collins, he got tired of test. He passed the conditioning test. He passed COVID test. But he was like, I don't want to take that drug test. And the NFL said, okay, we'll dock you 5 games and we'll dock you 5 paychecks. So because of La'el's decision of missing or refusing the drug test, it allowed him to miss 5 games. So those are the games he will be missing. And he'll be back again on Halloween versus the Minnesota Vikings, guys. Let's get into Michael Gallup with the calf strain. He will miss another 5 weeks again, guys, up to 5 weeks. That's a bummer. We all know the dog Michael Gallup is. Coach McCarthy said they believe in Cedric Wilson. They believe in Noah Brown to step up in there. They got Simi Fehoko if they need him to go in there. Will they call up Malik Turner? That's a thing to watch out for, guys. But missing Michael Gallup for 5 weeks is going to be tough. But we got dogs in Amari Cooper, dogs in CeeDee Lamb, and Cedric Wilson was out there catching balls last night. So he has a rapport with Dak. So this offense shouldn't miss too much of a beat. Darian Thompson, the special teamer that called up from practice squad, has a hamstring injury. He's going to miss some time too. So they have to call up a special teamers regardless from special teams. Will Malik Turner be one of those guys? Do they activate somebody like Hooker, who really doesn't play special teams, who was inactive week 1, right? So they have to call up a special teams player of some. Does Kamara get his call for special teams and replace Darian Thompson? There's a lot of variables that go into this. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll go ahead and let you know. But I think they might call up Kamara or Malik Turner. Those are 2 key special core players that can replace Darian Thompson. So let's get into last night. I want to talk about Anthony Brown, guys. He was bad. He was really bad, and it showed, right? 80% completion. I think he allowed a lot of balls to get caught on him. And I've seen in the Twitter world, Kelvin Joseph, Deshaun Wright, C.J. Goodwin, Maurice Kennedy. Are any 4 of those guys better than Anthony Brown? Absolutely. The coaching staff, what can you say? The coaching staff's the coaching staff. I've seen somewhere where they want Ty Nsekhe to play right tackle in place of La'el Collins instead of doing the obvious, moving Zach Martin to right tackle and placing Connor McGovern at right guard. The coaching staff fails once again in decision making, and if they put Ty Nsekhe there at right tackle, guys, that's not going to be good for a quarterback. That's not going to be good for establishing running game in the future. So pay attention to that. Who's going to get that right tackle start? But Anthony Brown. They left Anthony Brown out there way too long, and they never even benched him for that poor performance against Anthony Brown, against Godwin, right? They never benched him, tried to replace him, nothing. They weren't holding players accountable. And that's something that's missing. You can suck and still play. They got to fix that mentality, guys. They should have had Anthony Brown benched quick, but they kept him out there. So I say give Deshaun Wright, I say give Kelvin Joseph a shot. Those are your draft picks. You invested high dollar draft picks for those guys. Play them. Get Anthony Brown. He's on his way out anyway. Get him on the bench. Eat the money. Let him sit. There's no reason to play him. Let's talk about Dak Prescott. Let's talk about QB1, Dak Prescott, who played lights out week 1. I want to see him carry that momentum into week 2, guys. I want another 30. I want another 30 points on the board, guys. I do. I want another 30 points on the board. But Dak Prescott, I want more than 30 points on the board. But Dak Prescott played lights out. His footwork was probably the best I've seen since he's been in a Cowboy uniform. Big shout out to Dak Prescott there. And Amari Cooper, one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League, really, really played lights out and showed up for Dak Prescott when Dak Prescott needed him the most. Another player, Tyron Smith. Guys, when Greg Zuerlein missed a 31-yard field goal, Tank Lawrence forced the fumble, they got the ball back. Tyron Smith allowed that touchdown pass from Dak Prescott to Amari Cooper because he blocked two guys. Blake Jarwin was getting his butt whooped in pass blocking, and Tyron Smith said, "Don't worry, bro, I got you," and blocked two guys for Dak Prescott to get that ball to Amari Cooper in the end zone. Tyron Smith played lights out. Connor McGovern flipping lights out. Played extremely well. Tyler Biadasz, I want to see some consistency and some growth. He had an okay game. He wasn't the best, but he's learning too, guys. He's learning too. And then Jerry Jones got on 105 the Fan and talked about Greg Zuerlein and the preseason and the back and health, etc. I said that yesterday. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, Jerry, to understand that your kicker's going to suck. He had one preseason game. He didn't look good in it. So for you to go on the radio and say the obvious, it doesn't fix anything, because in the same breath, you said you still believe in Greg Zuerlein. Jerry Jones. Save your talk for another day. But guys, one more shout out, and that's to Trayvon Diggs. Guy played lights out yesterday. Extremely good football, and held Mike Evans to I think one catch for 10 yards. I think. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's what happened. Trayvon Diggs, year one to year two. Let's see consistency, guys. This is just one game, but a lot of players did a lot of good things, and the coaching staff did a lot of stupid things, and it led us to an L. But let's see if we can go back into week 2 and get a dub against the Chargers. That pregame video is coming later on in the week, guys, so stay tuned for that. If you're new here, leave a like, give a share to a friend, see if you can get them over to subscribe right here to Cowboys Corner. Guys, I appreciate everything you do. Peace.